Hello. It's been just over a month since I got back from America, and I realised that I haven't actually spoken about it. So I wanted to talk a bit about it and kind of talk about like what I learned from it and like just the experience as a whole. So who was it with? It was with a group called Buzzy Two Times, who they've only been like a setup for the last 2 years. I think this was its second year of it, and they're made up of like college coaches. So this year we had Coach Bush, who is essentially the head of the whole thing. It's his sort of team. He himself is a great coach, got experience obviously coaching in colleges in America. From the clips that I've seen, was a hell of a baller back in the day as well. Like he can still definitely hoop as well. Yeah, he's like the knowledge that he brings. It's like evident. Like you can tell that he knows what he's talking about. I think the biggest thing that I really appreciated from him was the energy. Like every single day, we were out there for like 11 days. Every single day, the energy that he brought and like showed everyone on the team like was so good. I think it just cheered everyone up. Even like so, like we might have been tired, we might have been sore, but like just the energy that he showed us and like effort to try and push us to be better, it was there every single day, and it was like I can't say enough. Yeah. So besides him, we had Coach Hawkins as well. He's like the second head. Like again, his style is like he's very good at kind of being real with people, but not in like an aggressive way. He's very like level headed, which I think helps and comes through like with how we all kind of responded to him and what he was saying. He put a lot of work in like behind the scenes as well. I know like in terms of picking people up from airports and getting us there. Like I know for a fact he was tired, but he was still like he was like matching energy. Like we'd all say hello to him, and like he was like after those first couple of days, I know he was tired as hell. He just met us halfway every single time. His family are also incredible. His mum cooked us dinner the last few nights. Also impeccable food. I know Coach Hawkins has grown up incredibly with the standard of food that we had for those few nights that we were down in Myrtle Beach. Yeah, again, Coach Hawkins, like great coach, great person in general, like absolute pleasure to be with him as well. Next up, we had Coach Bosley, who last year was coaching at the University of Cincinnati. He was coaching Baba, who's now in the NBA. In terms of the standard that he brings from the coaching world, like you get to understand what it's like to kind of be getting coached at that level, and you understand how hard you have to work in your sessions and like the intensity that you need to bring and the level of discipline every single time. Boy can hoop as well. Like he, like the stuff I learned from him as someone who in the basketball world is a shorter guard. Some of the stuff that I was just like I was absorbing everything I could from him. I was absorbing everything I could from all the coaches and everything that was said to me. But like him in particular, just knowing the level that he's been coaching at this last year and seeing his skill in person as a player himself, it helped me figure out so much. Like there's things that I'm working on now back home that I've picked up from watching him and listening to him. All the coaches had such great energy, like the energy he brought, especially on the music side of it. Me and him have kind of like exchanged like music notes and music recommendations. It was a great time. It was phenomenal. Next up, we had Coach Huff. I believe he reached out to the group and was like, "Oh, can I come coach it?" And Coach Bush was kind enough to say yes to him, and he definitely didn't disappoint. He was an amazing coach, like Coach Hawkins, very level-headed, very real with you, which from a player's perspective, you can't ask for much more. It's much nicer having a coach who's straightforward and real with you, but not in like an aggressive or rude way. But you also don't want a coach who just hypes you up and just kind of says stuff that isn't really true. One of the ones who was driving us everywhere as well, I know he was tired, so like that was great as well. One of the best things, this is like outside of basketball, but like he just kind of give us like small anecdotes or like things like that. Like we got history lessons basically everywhere we went to. Like we got like the best places to kind of eat. Like he got us to go to like Bojangles and things like that, and like so we tried some good food, and like we got to like kind of put them against each other. And then he was always disappointed with the ranking that we gave it. And yeah, like again, just another great coach. Incredible to have him there and have his experience being input into the system as well. The last coach that we had was Coach Chapman, who was a coach over at Derby here in the UK. He's now going out to coach in America, which is absolutely fantastic news. He was my coach for the tournament. Having someone who understands UK ball and being able to bring the energy that we have over here over to the coaching staff as well was fantastic. The connection he was able to build with us, and you could see how he wanted to win the games as much as we did, and he was able to kind of bring that into us. Like if we were in a bit of a slump or whatever, he was able to kind of get us G'd up a bit and kind of get us going again. Yeah, again, great coach, definitely deserves to be coaching out in America, so congratulations, coach. The final member that we had in the admin team was the wonderful Sarah Bush, who essentially did all of the media, all of the background stuff. She put in so much work for us. Yeah, she is the sweetest human being. She made sure that we were all right. She made sure that all the food was good for us, and if there was anything that some of us were oh, I'm kind of missing this kind of food, she'd get that the next day. So we ate good during the trip. We ate real good. So yeah, so thank you to Sarah for doing all that and the media stuff. I've also got to give a shout out to Cade, who did some more media stuff for us, and he just traveled with us the whole time. And you can go check out his page. I'll put it in the comments. The stuff that he does is such a good quality. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. We're so lucky to have him on our team. So that's what it was. That's who it was with. The experience itself. So we were out there for 11 days. We were training at the University of Cumberland, which is where Coach Bush and Coach Hawkins were at last year, and Coach Bush and Bosley are at this season coming. Great facility, great few days training there. It's very much a case of you've kind of got to know your role and learn what you're doing quickly. Otherwise, it's very difficult to gel together, especially when you're going against teams who have potentially been together for 4 years. And Coach Bush said to that as our day one, he was let's just put in as much work as we can, get to know each other, get everything sorted, because we're going to be going against people who have trained and played together for donkey's years. I think we did that. I think, again, the energy that the coaches brought and the organisation of everything, we all were able to develop our understanding of how we need to play with each other. I think that helped us a ton. We were there for a few days, and then we had a full day of travelling down close to Myrtle Beach, and then we got there the following day. The tournament itself, not a massive fan of AAU refs, I've learned. But as a whole, the experience is good. Every UK hooper wants to play in America, and I think AAU is a great way to kind of dip your toe in it. Obviously, it's nothing like what you do if you got into high school or college or whatever. They are very different games in that respect. Still a good experience and kind of getting to see the style of play out there. I think AAU is very much more one-on-one, highlight based than it is college and for the most part basketball over in the UK. So in that regard, it kind of promotes you trying to showcase how well you can score, not necessarily how well you can play in a team. No, again, a great experience, being able to watch each of the teams whenever I didn't have a game on or whatever, and just being able to watch all these different games. There were 2 venues, so in the big building we had 8 games on at one time, and then in the high school we had 3 games on at one time. So there was always something to watch, or was always something to do. It was a great experience. In terms of what I learned in the tournament especially, I didn't play that well. The whole trip I wasn't really doing well in terms of playing, which kind of annoyed me, because it's one of those things I know I can play better, but I just wasn't. I don't know if it was pressure that I was putting on myself to kind of play a certain way or whatever it was, but I very much found myself trying to fill in the role of move the rock and put in as much effort as I can on all the little details, rather than doing as much as I know that I can. I definitely feel like I struggle, and I definitely feel like I could have done better out there, but every failure is a lesson, right? So from that whole experience, I've learned that it doesn't matter where I go, I've just got to kind of know what I can do and just kind of go out and do it, not really be scared to, because I think that was part of it. Whenever I join a team and things like that, I'm very much a case of let's build rapport with my teammates, get the rock moving and try and get everyone else going, and then that'll feed back to me, right? But I think the way that it was all structured out there, it promoted self-play, which at times, especially for our team, I feel like we sacrificed a lot of team play and team dynamics. Then again, that's kind of how you get scouted out there. You kind of got to perform your own, like, you got to display yourself, you got to display how you can play. I don't feel like I really did that. So that was a mistake on my end, but lesson learned from that. Anywhere that I go now, like, I'm spending 3 years down at Reading, so wherever I go now, I've just got to, like, take all the knowledge that I can and just play, because I know I can play so much better. The whole experience was great. Like, being able to be around American coaches, and the fact that they, like, every single person there was, like, so willing to learn about each other's cultures, especially the coaches. Like, obviously they've brought in people from all over the world, really. Everyone mixed together, like, everyone gelled so well, and they were so, like, willing to learn about each other's culture, which definitely helped with the dynamic. Pairing that with the energy that they brought, like, I don't think anyone was really, like, upset, and if they were, they weren't for long, just because of the energy that everyone had and the friendships that we all kind of developed over those few days. Yeah, it was great. So anyone who, like, gets approached by them, or anyone who's looking to approach them, definitely consider it. I'd go back and do it again if I could. For me, I've taken everything that I can from there, and I'm already starting to put it into, like, my workouts and things like that, and trying to just get better already. Like, there's so many things over there. Like, obviously we didn't have a long time out there, but it was enough for me to kind of pick up little bits and understand what's the best way for me to develop from these things that I've picked up. And I've already started to do that, because it's such a unique opportunity as well. Like, the fact that it's just 35 guys. You'd think with a number that big, it's quite difficult, especially in that short amount of time, to kind of get to know everyone and kind of, like, gel with everyone. But genuinely, everyone there gets on so well, so quickly. And I was said to Yayi, who I was rooming with, like, the whole trip, day one, it felt like we'd been there for, like, at least a week already. Like, just the amount of people that you speak to from day one and get to learn from and, like, experience just the whole thing with, it puts you, like, closer together really quickly. And it felt a lot longer than it was, in the best way possible. I'm now just trying to go forward with what I've experienced from that, and just trying to put forward what I've learned, put it into this next year, these next 2 years, these next 3 years, keep getting better from it. And then if I get an opportunity to go out again, I'm so much better than where I was before. Yeah, experience 10 out of 10. Like, everyone there is so good, and they're so willing. Like, everyone's so willing to learn. They don't pick guys who aren't gonna, like, put 110% into it. The standard of play, like, everyone there can hoop. You get to learn something from everyone. Like, I learn so much stuff from, like, all, like, the other guards, especially just watching them play, especially in the tournament, and just kind of seeing how they deal with certain situations. You get to absorb everything from everyone. Like, it's not just the coaches that you learn from. The sharing of cultures as well is such, like, a unique opportunity. So, like, I couldn't recommend it anymore. Big shout out to Buzzy 2 times. Hopefully I'll get to see everyone again. Yeah, so that was kind of my experience of the whole trip. I'm not going to go into detail about what we did every day, but no, it was a great opportunity, great vibe, whole new family that I've now got from all over the world. It was amazing. That's all I can really say about it. It's incredible. If anyone's got any questions about it, though, like, DM me. I'll try and answer the same day if I can. That's my experience. So thank you to everyone at Buzzy 2 times. I'll hopefully see you all again soon. Cool.